Hi Pisces, this is going to be your April mid-month reading for, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, doesn't matter, all signs are welcome, all placements are welcome, cross watchers too. So, usually I do this weird thing with fun fact, my channel almost was a Harry Potter themed tarot channel. But then I decided to just do movies and songs and shit like that because that's what I'm really driven by. I have a Pisces Mercury and I just feel I need music and film and I just love it. So what I got for you was Freaky Friday, as in the movie, but I'm not really getting a song or anything specific. It's as we know, in Freaky Friday, they both switch sides and see life from each other's perspective. And then towards the end, they started to see, well, damn, your life really isn't that easy. I'm sorry I didn't understand. The mom started understanding the daughter's struggles, and then the daughter sort of realized how much the mother had on her plate, how much stress she was under. I'm seeing that for you, Pisces, as if you switched spots with somebody and now it's your turn to see it from their perspective. I just got walking in each other's shoes. That's basically what it is. Obviously, you're not gonna go to a Chinese restaurant and open your fortune cookie and then switch sides with your mom. No, but maybe it is maybe you did have a falling out with your mother or a family member, and now they're finally seeing it from your perspective, and maybe you're also understanding. You guys are coming to a conclusion, because I'm seeing specifically with the Magician, obviously the Magician is Mercury. Mercury is communication. And then this can also be conflict within communication, fights, just enemies, someone wishing you badly, walking away. Remember in that one scene in Freaky Friday, she walks away to the bathroom. They were really mad, they got into a fight. It's been a tad, sometimes when I haven't seen a movie for a bit, it's kind of weird. But yeah, they walked away, got into a bit of a fight, and then she shut the door. And then it was that's where it began. And it was oh shit. Ten of Swords, well, essentially, it's not the best card, but also it can't get any worse than this. Basically, it's just feeling backstabbed, exhausted, stressed out, look. As if there's nothing you can do. They literally woke up as each other and they started flipping out oh my god. Very defensive here as well. Hostile is what I got too. That really represents the daughter and the mother's relationship for a bit. Just clashing personalities, not really understanding each other's perspectives, but they're about to. So maybe this could be in a relationship for you. Maybe this could be a family or a friend. And they're finally experiencing something you already went through, and they're dang, I really wish I would have been more understanding with Pisces. Because look, I feel this just represents the whole movie too. Freaky Friday, so much chaos, conflict, internal conflict, if you ask me. Both characters were struggling, but in the end, Ace of Cups can be renewal. Renewal of a soulmate relationship, or just, I see it as just making amends, you know? I think in the end too, the daughter and the mother finally came to a peaceful resolution. They were finally getting along. I love it too because it obviously changed both of them. It was very chaotic, but it's it can't get any worse than this. And then it turned them into better people and it also strengthened the mother-daughter relationship. So this could very well be, you have problems with your mom sometimes, a parent, or this could literally be a relationship. This person's finally seeing it from your perspective. And what's really weird is in my last twin flame reading, I almost talked about it. The power went out for a second, and I almost said I got Freaky Friday vibes, because as soon as I said you're switching sides, something about that, the power flickered off and on, and it just reminded me of the Freaky Friday scene. And for some reason, I'm getting that in Pisces too. So that could literally be relevant. It's as if maybe your twin flame or soulmate, their life is being shook to the core and they're finally being forced to see things from your perspective. It's like, damn, it's really not easy being you. Because I think you went through your awakening earlier, or you went through, it could be you had to spend time alone. It could be you lost a pet. Something really, could even be something stupid. It's like, oh, that's how Pisces felt. Yeah, that's how Pisces felt. And then right here we have the Four of Pentacles reversed, which means, I always see that as loosening your grip, not being as selfish, because Four of Pentacles upright can be holding on to something tightly, greed, holding on to, like, just being selfish. I just see that as selfish, but reversed I see it as loosening your grip, not being so selfish. Remember in Freaky Friday, the mom was really strict, very kind of controlling. She didn't understand the typical teenage experience. She wasn't really being as lenient with her as she wanted, and she didn't know what she was actually going through at school. Mom had no idea. And then when she had to go to high school and experience it, she was like, oh my god, my daughter goes through this every day. So it's kind of like that. It's like, so maybe someone's being more lenient with you, Pisces, or maybe you both are learning to be more lenient with each other, because it's like, oh, I finally understand what you're going through. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It could even be an apology here. Just a renewal of some sort. Could be it from a lover, friend, family member you had a falling out with, which I'm seeing a lot. Like, look at this. Communication. There was a problem within communication. There wasn't... I'm seeing specifically, it always turned into a fight. Too stubborn. I just got the clash of personalities. It just wasn't working. And then here, it kind of reminds me of the middle of the movie. Or, you know, what do they call those? The climax or turning point? Tens. Like, it can't get any worse than this. Feeling exhausted, scared. You feel like you can't even get up. Feel like you can't even, like, function. Kind of like how they woke up as each other. It's like, how am I gonna go to work as you? How are you gonna go to school acting like a normal teenager when you're an adult? Something's totally out of sight of someone's norm, and they had to deal with it, and they're like, oh shit, now I get it. Now I really do get it. Both of you are going through, well, Pisces, you and your person, or you and this other person, are going through a major change and, like, internal conflict. 2 5s here. I always get this in readings when there's a misunderstanding or major conflict at play. And there kind of is. I see this too as just hostility, defensiveness. It's like, oh shit, things are not funny anymore. This would be someone struggling to open up emotionally. Pride is getting in the way. Maybe that was pride, just clashing personalities, kind of like in Freaky Friday. Ace of Cups. And then all of that was needed to almost wake you guys up. And then here's a new aces are, look, 10s. Endings can't get any worse than this. And then Ace of Cups, it's like, the worst is over. Oh damn, like, can't get any worse than this. The worst is over. We've learned so much from this. I feel like I'm a better person because of this. I finally just understand what you went through, and I'm so sorry I didn't understand. Coming to a really peaceful conclusion and new beginning. It strengthened your relationship. Not to be a cliche, but sometimes things need to happen like this so you guys can really understand each other. And I'm really drawn to this because it's like, there's no more selfishness. It's like, my way, or I don't care about your point of view. Like, you don't understand how hard my life is. Well, it's like, have you ever considered how Pisces feels, or what Pisces has to go through? Or maybe for you, Pisces, maybe try considering before you judge, maybe be like, dang, their life isn't that easy either. I get this weird grass is greener vibe. It's like, how could your life be as bad as mine? You definitely have it easier. Just be careful, guys, when you say that, because I've even thought that. But in reality, everyone has problems. Every relationship has problems sometimes. you don't always get along with your family either. So I think there's just a big grass is greener thing. Like that's the point of Freaky Friday. They both had to switch sides because they're like, you don't know how hard my life is. Well, then they realized, they're like, even in different ways, despite our responsibilities and our life being different, I understand what you went through, and I'm sorry you're being so harsh about it. Maybe the grass isn't so greener on your side. It's not my place to say what you went through was nothing, right? So it's like dropping that ego, stop it. Also control. I also see this as possessiveness and control. The mother was kind of a bit possessive and controlling, and that's how the daughter viewed her. But then the daughter saw all the mom really wanted was to protect her, and she already had so much on her plate with work, and you know, like she could barely keep up when she switched places with her mom. Being more lenient, just releasing control. She also let go, like she was more lenient with her daughter in the end. They forgave each other. So that's what I'm seeing for Pisces. A lot of you are just seeking forgiveness from people. Even if they might not forgive you, even if... I'm seeing strictly, Pisces, a lot of your love interests could be getting a taste of their own medicine. A taste of what it's like to be Pisces. And Pisces go through a lot. Pisces are empathic, very sensitive. You've been through it. Can't get any worse than this. But the worst is over. That was needed so you guys could understand how it feels to be you, how it feels to be me. I'm gonna get some cards. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do these. I feel guided to do these. I'm not really getting much like juicy stuff off of this. Well, I kind of am, but just straight to the point today. I'm just seeing grass is greener syndrome. There's a falling out here. Problems within communication. Ooh, problems also within expressing yourself. Because you felt like every time you expressed yourself, this person was unfair to you, at least in how you perceived it. And you just... two people who did not feel understood, but it took you guys getting a taste of each other's own medicine to finally understand, damn, your life isn't as easy as I thought it was. What do we have here? Breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. That's what I see too. Remember I said loosening your grip? Releasing old patterns, releasing old negative communication styles. No more aggression or fighting. There's better ways to communicate how you're feeling than just going, you're wrong, I'm right. My life is harder than yours, because really, everyone has their own issues. So I think that's what you could also be meditating too, like, just breathe. I feel like a lot of you are doing that instead of reacting in the way you want to, and that's amazing. No one needs to. This sucks. I don't like this energy. There doesn't need to be conflict. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. It's like, breathe. I just got this weird image, like, breathe and pretend, like, as you exhale, maybe even do that now, breathe and pretend as you're doing it, just visualize whatever's bothering you, whatever conflict you have with someone, as you release that, just picture yourself letting it go. This is not my problem anymore. I'm not mad at them. I forgive them. I'm slowly releasing old patterns and old way of thinking, old way of handling situations, because I don't like using my communication for arguments or fighting. Also, you walking away, like, I'm not engaging. What else do we have here for Pisces? Pick that up. Victory. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Right when I saw this, I thought of the ending where they were finally switched back as if they learned their lesson. Remember that Chinese lady she wanted to teach them both a lesson. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. They both had faith. They learned to deal with this. And as time went on, they sort of it made them work together, actually. There was a bit of a collaboration here. They were teaching each other kind of how to be them, like, okay, act natural. And then their prayers were heard. Everything fell into place at the end. Remember the mom, or the mom had to do the guitar, and she didn't know, and the performance was almost messed up, and then the daughter was in the background. And then the mom also didn't like the daughter's music. She thought it was loud, annoying. And then she's like, damn, this really takes a lot of skill, and I didn't appreciate it enough, and I should have. It's like, let's start over. It's like, yeah, your prayers have been heard, Pisces, and answered. Have faith. Have faith that it's going to work out. I think this has a lot to do with conflict. Pisces don't like conflict. I don't either. But, ooh, and look what we have right here. Bottom of the deck. Peace. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Ace of Cups is love. Only love is real. Not conflict, not ego. Speak from the heart. Yes, speak, communication. Speak from the heart, not from the ego. Don't speak from a dark place, because you probably will regret it later. So be careful what you say. I think someone's really regretful of what they said to you, Pisces. If you got into an argument with someone or disagreement. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. You guys would rather feel like this, and that's fair enough. Can I get one more for Pisces? What time are we at? 17 minutes. I'm gonna make these ones shorter. Clairvoyance. I'm being illiterate today. Sorry. Mercury and Pisces things. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. What's up with this answered prayers stuff? As if you were manifesting or wishing something would get better, and you're like, you kind of lost hope. It's like, it can't get any worse than this, but now it's getting better. This is the prayer. Tens are endings, aces are beginnings. Your prayer is finally answered, or it's going to be. This is kind of in the future position. Maybe your prayer is that someone could just go with the flow more like you. That could be a major thing. Like, just see it from my perspective, please. Maybe get off my back. You want someone to get off your back, Pisces? Give you a break? If that's all you want, just please. I don't want to have problems with people. And that's really beautiful, because I don't like having problems with people either. Victory. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas too. Yeah, because your thoughts and ideas, whether you're thinking positively or negatively, constantly being manifested, the universe reflects what you put out. So if you're constantly, what's the word? Not saying you are, maybe this is the other person. Energies are fluid. This person could have always invited drama in their lives, always the one starting it, and then they wonder why they attract more. Or they have bad thoughts, they wish bad on other people, and then they wonder why that happens to them, or why they keep having chaos. It's like, that's because you weren't paying attention to your thoughts and ideas. And I think one or two of you started seeing eye to eye, and then that's when your prayers were answered. This conflict, this seeing things from each other's perspective made you guys stronger, and it's like kind of like a nice to meet you again kind of attitude. Let's start over. Doesn't even matter if this person's your family. It's like, now they get it. Something was illuminated. Come on, look. Tens. It's like, the worst. Like, literally, look. Someone feels betrayed. Someone feels exhausted. Really going through it. Really going through it. Tension, hostility. And then here, it's like speaking through love. Expressing your truest desires. Speaking from the heart, not from the ego, not from a bad place. Saying things that you might regret later. I have to be careful of that too sometimes. Sometimes when you're in a bad mood, sometimes you get a little snappy, and it's like, dang, I wish I would have shut up. I wish there would have just been peace from the get-go. There's that. I don't know if I want to use any cards, because I feel like there's more that needs to be said for some reason, but maybe that is it. I don't know. What do you have? I feel like I'm really feeling these cards today. I'm gonna get more. Patience. Got 2. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Wait. Something about a dream. Either that dream was to have a conversation with someone, you manifested that, like you've been praying or thinking about it, like I just want to have a peaceful resolution with this person. Whether it be a romantic interest, your friend, family member, it's different for everybody. It's like your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Look, see how she's watering her plants? Your dreams, just like plants and people really, they don't need the most expensive equipment or anything like that. All they really need to grow and to blossom is love, care, and patience, because flowers take time to grow, right? So do dreams, so do people. And Freaky Friday, them having to live in each other's lives, that changed them. It was a slow, steady progress, and then look, here it is. The ending and then the beginning. They finally made up. So maybe you're gonna be making up with someone, Pisces. Someone that you had a falling out with, a romantic interest. Maybe they're taking accountability now for what they did to you or something of that sort, because they finally realized what it's like to be Pisces. And being Pisces is stressful, let me tell you. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Yeah, trust yourself most importantly. You guys already know what to do. That's probably why I'm not getting all these juicy little details, is because you guys already know. And look, I'm getting really hermit vibes off of this. But didn't they say something about isolation too? As if someone's going through the same thing you did, like being alone, awakening, that, you know, that period. It's like looking for a sign, like what do I do? Soul searching. It's like, you know what to do. Just have patience with yourself, have patience with this person, have patience with the situation, because the grass isn't always greener. Everyone has their own demons, everyone has their own issues. Just speak from the heart, have patience, and here's the blessing, here's your prayers, as if your prayers have been answered. This relationship is being worked on. Your dreams are manifesting faster than you realize. And maybe you'll even be manifesting some sort of communication your way. Because I'm not really seeing it in a bad way, because this is conflict, so is this. But I'm seeing this as like, this is what you're like, why isn't it not working? Why are things still heavy with this person? Because you had to learn a lesson here. Tens are finales, endings. You realize you can't speak in this kind of energy. It's like hostile, defensive. I'm not gonna open up because you're not. You don't deserve my praise because you don't understand. Like stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean. But then it took all this conflict, all this inner conflict, kind of like a climax of 2 characters in Freaky Friday, to end up here. your prayers are finally answered and you're like, dang, I'm kind of glad we went through all that because I learned a lot about you and you learned a lot about me. How funny is that? Dang, Pisces. But seriously, Pisces, I'm seeing for most of you, it's someone's finally seeing it from your perspective, like a day in the life of Pisces. This is what they really go through. This is how I really acted. This is how I really acted. Yeah, that's how you acted. Someone wasn't speaking, yeah, that's probably what it is. Someone was not speaking from the heart, Pisces. They were more like this. Never really opened up to you. Never, very stubborn energy. Stubborn. They never really said what was on their mind. They never spoke from the heart. And that made you angry. That caused a lot of conflict. It was a clash of personalities. The clash of two different love languages as well. But I think it took, this is very chaotic here, it took all of that to finally, for someone to be like, hey, this could actually be someone coming back, Pisces, to finally be fair with you. Like I finally understand, or maybe an apology, a confession of some sort. They're finally speaking from the heart instead of from their ego, from their mask. Because this is literally, I always see this as like, look at the sword. The sword's here too. It's like they're stabbing themselves. I just got stabbing themselves in the back by pretending like they don't care or not being their true selves. But maybe this also means too, like, patience. Have patience with them, Pisces. Because you can't... I think they're slowly coming to their own conclusions about this, but just let them. I feel like this person still needs nurturing and patience. Because they were neglecting themselves, neglecting their heart for a long time. So I wouldn't be surprised if all this is a rude awakening for them. I feel like this person was also very possessive and controlling. They thought they controlled their emotions. They thought they could do that. But not anymore. This is in reverse. They're loosening their grip. Kind of surrendering themselves in a way, their own form of surrender. And look at how we end this. Isn't that beautiful? And also we started the reading with Magician, and we're ending with this. Prayers answered. Speaking, Mercury, communication from the heart. Not whatever this is. Okay, Pisces, that's the end of your reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. Sometimes when I get these messages, sometimes I even get things after I'm done recording, which is really irritating, but I hope you liked it. I hope you got something from it. And please like, subscribe, support the channel any way you can. Really appreciate it. I'm going to be posting the rest of the April mid-months for the next week, and I'm also probably going to have a new Twin Flame reading, so that's cool. Stay tuned, guys, and I love you all. Bye.